All right. Hey, everybody. It is 6 p.m. Monday, September 15th. You know what that means. The Treasure Hunt Amusement Park. And we got a bunch of new rides, including a very, very big one. So get a Diet Mountain Dew like I did or whatever you drink, and let's go over it. K-Pro, I don't think is going to make it tonight. We're still having that issue where from her laptop, it hesitates, it pauses. So I really want to see tonight if I have audio issues. Well, then I know it's my setup here. If the same thing happens, so we'll see. But one thing that was strange is she does not have an Ethernet connection. I went to plug her in directly to the cable modem, and there's no Ethernet connection on her laptop. So we're gonna have to get a adapter. There she is. So okay. Or we could switch off, honey. You want to come here and switch? You can do that. You can end the show. How about that? All right. Okay. So sound check. Yeah. Is there a sound check? There we go. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to give everybody a second to get in here. And yeah, we got a couple things to go over. So it should be fun. BH. FLA Girl, Medina, Sneaky the Searcher, Felicia Scott, Max on the Rocks, Kelly, Black 8 Escape, Tracy Moore, Embrace the Fleeting, Scott Farkas, Doug Heideck, and the Treasure Pack. How is everybody doing today? All right, and we're just going to get right to it because there actually is a lot to go over. I was kind of surprised at how many different treasure hunts have launched or are going to launch here in the next little while. So let me get organized real quick. And it's funny, I'm going to bring up an old treasure hunt that maybe some of you from the 12.org days, 12.org, anybody? Anybody in the chat? Remember 12.org? It was around back then, and I'm going to reference that for a reason. I actually need to find that. I need to find that CD, but I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Do this, do that. Boom. So the first treasure hunt, yeah, Jared remembers. The very first treasure hunt we want to talk about is 7 Paces. Our friend John Miller emailed me and said, hey, I'm out here boots on the ground right now for 7 Paces. He's like, it's a really fun hunt. I don't have too many details on it. I believe he did a show with Treasure Hunt with us. So check out 7 Paces on their YouTube channel. But this is the website, and all these links after the show, I'll put all these links in the comments. I'm sorry, in the description. But for now, I'm going to put the links in the chat. And after we're done, if you want to check, because there's going to be a lot of links tonight, everybody. I will make sure they're in the description when I'm done. So 7paces.com. Looks like they're doing a hunt in Vermont and one in Grand Forks, is that Idaho, for $20,000. Look at that. $15,000 cash and this diamond necklace from River City Jewelers. It is a book on Amazon. There it is. You can buy the book on Amazon for $40 for this paperback. So I don't know too much about they have a lot of sponsors, which is really cool, which really I guess you need for treasure hunts if you don't want to do it yourself. So check out 7paces.com. And yeah, let's hope one of you find it. Find that 20 G's. Mac McCarrick, our friend. Hope everyone's doing well and having a great time. Yeah. There's never been more rides in the Treasure Hunt Amusement Park. So as far as treasure hunts, it is busy. There's a lot going on. Thanks, Mac. We appreciate it. So we know that the big breaking news. Hey, there's K-Pro. She's here in spirit, everybody. We know that maybe we do try that other laptop, K-Pro, just to see, because I think that one has the Ethernet connection. So maybe if you want to grab it now, let's try it. Otherwise, we can do it next time. The big silver laptop. As you guys know, Chad Bird dropped his website at midnight last night, and it's pretty cool, especially if you're a video game fan. He's got that 80s video game feel, maybe 90s now. But we're going to go over that one next. We're going to look at Chad Bird's Treasure.quest at the end of the show. I'm going to make you wait, okay? So we'll go through a couple of these other ones, and I will bring up that one on 12.org back in the day I was talking about. Okay, the next one is this one right here. And I will make if you guys want me to, I will make a channel in Discord for each one of these, okay? Yeah, happy birthday, Chad Bird. He'll be back on the show. We have a lot of questions for Chad Bird, so we'll get him back on the show. Don't worry. Manhattan Bank is kicking off their third annual $5,000 treasure hunt. This is from September 9th, but it's not Manhattan, New York. This is Manhattan, Kansas. Yeah. K-Pro, do you know where Manhattan, Kansas is? Is that anywhere by where you were at? A bank in Manhattan is kicking off its third annual treasure hunt. Flint Hills, Kansas. Any idea where that is? I don't. But if anybody lives in Kansas or within a couple hours, hey, it's $5,000, right? $5,000 is $5,000. So Outdoor Bank announced the start of the hunt on September 9th. The treasure will see the release of clues every Friday starting on September 12th. Well, that was just this past Friday for clues. Will lead to participants to a box containing 5,000. Oh, it looks like the actual box. So a lot of these are proxies. That'd be awesome. Would you imagine finding a box with $5,000 cash in it? Ah, there you go, K-Pro. You might want to let them know. The hunt encourages our community to get outdoors, spend time in nature, explore all the amazing places this area has to offer. Outdoor Bank is the bank doing this $5,000 treasure hunt. And then, of course, in addition to the treasure hunt, the bank is offering new customers up to $200 in cash bonuses. Participants should keep an eye on Outdoor Bank's Facebook page as clues are released. So I will put a link to this news article. And then, of course, you guys can, when you rewatch this, all these links will be in the chat. And like I said, when I'm done, I'll put the links in the description if you want to check out their Facebook. And there it is. So Kansas City has got some treasure hunt love, which is nice to see. I wish all banks around the country would do that, right? I mean, what a great way to get people into the bank and just, it's a great idea. I don't know why more businesses aren't doing this kind of stuff. Actually, I think more businesses are going to do this kind of stuff. Okay, the next one actually has already been solved, but I want to show it to you anyway, okay? This one was solved pretty quick, so let's just jump right into it. Here is the article right here. Boom, 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 boom. X marks the spot in Tompkins County. $12,000 worth of jewels up for grabs in a county-wide treasure hunt. So again, the county's doing treasure hunts. Banks are doing treasure hunts. The jewels have been found, and this was just 5 days ago. So 2 women got their hands on the treasure. Jennifer Kidder and Heidi Lovette headed over to Tompkins Community Bank in Ithaca Commons. You know what? Yeah, it is in New York, Ithaca, New York. I was about to say, they don't give you the state in some of these sometimes. They just expect you to know where these counties are. So this was in New York. The full course of puzzles is still open for the remaining teams through September, with the exception that the bank is no longer the final stop. And you guys can look through it if you want. But there's also an article on the people that found it. So let me show you that real quick. So this one was over pretty quick. And that's the thing with these treasure hunts. You never know, somebody who thinks something's difficult, for other people, it's really not. And then sometimes the other way, what you think is easy, nobody is just getting your reasoning. Okay. Yes, I will. K-Pro was reminding me about something. So there's the winner of the History Center's treasure hunt. $10,000 worth of jewels. A college lecturer, a college admissions counselor took home diamonds, emeralds, and other jewels. There you go. So pretty awesome. Congratulations to them. So that was in Ithaca, New York, everybody. Sorry that it was solved before we could do the show, but that's how these things go sometimes. Okay, the next one's in San Francisco. Alan Kelly, where are you at? San Francisco, and we're just going to plow through these. Boom, boom, boom. There's a $21,000 treasure hidden in San Francisco. Boom, there it is, and there's the link. Obsessed Jared says, I almost went to do this hunt last weekend. For those still doing the hunt, people who still solve get a commemorative coin. So the one there in New York, you can still do it, okay? Even though it's been found, you can still go through the puzzles and find it. That's pretty cool that you get a consolation prize if you do want to complete it. So $21,000 treasure hidden in San Francisco. This is September 9th. I know we have a lot of California searchers, but California's so damn big. I don't know how many people are by San Francisco. Alan Kelly comes to mind off the top of my head. Let's see if this one's over yet. San Francisco, the search is on for a treasure worth $21,850 in gift certificates and prizes from 34 local businesses. To find it, all one has to do is solve the clues in a 15-stanza poem called A Love Letter to San Francisco. There we go. There we go. Updates. As of the 2nd of September, it's not been found. All right, let's see. As of 6th September, the treasure has not been found. And this is the actual link to the website, everybody, if you're in the San Francisco area. Nice. 3D bronze. Hey, K-Pro. 3D Bronze said to turn your volume down. You're still too loud. Yeah, all right. She said she loves you, 3D Bronze. Okay. Oh, and that reminds me, I got to show you something for the conference, which is pretty crazy. Anyway, sorry. I digress. As of September 9, the treasure has not been found. Let's keep going. And as of September 12th, which is just this past Friday, 3 days ago, the treasure has not been found. And don't be naughty. Clues in the wild are still in place and freely accessible. They're designed to give you an aha moment when you find them. Okay. We are unlikely to release the structure of the puzzle or give additional clues at this time based on the amount of requests and feedback to not do that. So this is the poem. I'm not going to go through it, but if you're in the San Francisco, well, that's a long poem. Look at that. But I believe it said that they really want to promote the different areas of San Francisco. They kind of want you to travel around the city and see the different amenities and all that fun stuff. We should do this in Vegas. Like, everybody wants to come to Vegas, right? So this is this, and this is the treasure. Wow, 34 businesses have donated a lot of stuff. Yeah, poem, aka book. Okay, the man who created this San Francisco hunt was the winner of a previous poem-based San Francisco hunt in May. That solve was involved making a big X with 4 GPS coordinates going to the center point. That's cool. All right, that's a good one, Jared. So this guy decided to pay it forward and do his own. That's pretty awesome. Okay. Hey, Medina's going to be in Vegas for Halloween. Halloween in Vegas is pretty crazy, especially like Fremont Street, Medina. And Halloween's on a Friday night this year. So there you go. What are all? Oh, these must be all. These are all the vendors. These are all the people. I mean, all the businesses. So, and then they go through each business, blah blah blah, and then what the certificates are. So $260 here, $254 here. Pretty cool. So if you're in the Vegas area, check it out. Treasure.sfwalk.org. Boom. We need more treasure hunts in our lives, don't we, people? I think so. Okay. So these next two that I'm going to show you, breaking news. I haven't heard any. I think people have talked about some of these other ones, like Treasure Hunt with Us, which is in Treasure Hunts, of course. And maybe Mysterious Writings have talked about some of the other ones, 7 Paces. But these next two I'm about to show you, I haven't heard anybody talk about them. I could be wrong, but as far as I know, this is brand new information for everybody in the amusement park. And this one is all about music. These are 2 CDs and or albums that are being released. And the CD and or album contains clues to a treasure hunt, to a prize, okay? And I'm going to go over each one. But what's funny is that the artist... one is jazz music and one is kind of like, I don't know what you would call it. We'll go over it though, because I'm about to show you what they are. Both of them say, as far as we know, this is the very first time a treasure hunt's been in music. The very first time a treasure hunt's been in an album. Well, that is not the case. If you guys remember 12.org, there was a CD that came out. It was a treasure hunt called The Silver Key. Does anybody remember The Silver Key? I do, because I worked on it, and I have the CD. I have it in a drawer here somewhere, and I actually like the music. The Silver Key. And the person who won it was Domino. You guys may know Domino from 12.org. Let me show you. This is the link to Mysterious Writings, where he posted the solution when he found it. And the reason I bring it up and the reason I'm going to show you is because he took my post off of 12.org. My post was one of the ones that helped him find it, so I thought that was cool. So let me show you real quick. Silver Key, anybody remember? Anybody work on the Silver Key back then? Yeah, I have talked about it before, the Silver Key. Yeah, I think so. Hooli. Well, there's a picture. Maybe you can tell. Is that the same Domino I'm thinking of? So there was a Domino always involved in treasure hunts back then, and I'm pretty sure that's that guy. So the silver, this was in 2022, just to give you an idea. February 15th, 2022. I think the Silver Key came out in the middle of 2021. So this guy was just saying full disclosure, blah, blah, blah. But the reason I say it is I found the silver key based on this info. MDC 777 stated the soundtrack was missing in one. One of the songs was called In One, but on the list of songs, it just was omitted. And I was MDC 777 back there. This was before Cowlazars. I mean, I was Cowlazars, but I started out with MDC 777, at least on Mysterious Writings and 12.org. And I made a post that said, hey, In One is missing. And he realized that one backward is Eno and that there is a Eno River State Park in North Carolina. And that's where this, you actually had to find a key. You actually had to dig it up. Okay. This was a boots on the ground. K-Pro, do you know where Eno River State Park is? I've never heard of that one. No, North Carolina. ENO. Eno. No? Yeah, I don't know. So anyway, there he is. He dug it up and he won the prize, which I think was $5,000. I remember off the top of my head. I'll have to find that CD because I like the music. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that it has been done before. There has been a treasure hunt on a CD. And now here are two people who are doing it again. And this one is a really interesting idea. This one I actually ordered because of what this guy's done. Let me show you real quick. Here is it. Charlie Porter. Has anybody ever heard of Charlie Porter? I guess he's like a famous musician in jazz. Charlie Porter. Check it out. There's the link, charlieportermusic.com. His new album is called Cipher. The hunt begins in 9 days, 5 hours, 41 minutes. So you can pre-order it, which I've done. And I'm going to show you this, why I pre-ordered it. Let me know if you guys can hear this.
And my new album is called Cipher, and it's also a treasure hunt. Hidden across the 8 tracks on the album are 9 clues embedded in the DNA of the music using ciphers and codes. And if you crack these codes and figure out what these secret messages are, they will take you to a location, a secret location within the continental United States, where there is an object redeemable for a cash award of $10,000. This is not a joke. This is real, folks. This is the world's
$10,000, everybody. It is a boots on the ground. 10K is the prize, but here's the really cool part coming up.
first treasure hunt embedded in music, and you can take part in it. All you need is the
It's not the first treasure hunt embedded in music. The silver key was the first one, but anyway.
sheet music and the CD. The CD itself doubles as a cipher disc.
That is why I pre-ordered the CD. The CD is a cipher disc along with the sleeve of the cover. Is that not an awesome idea? How has nobody thought of this before? The CD has got letters on it, and then the cipher wheel is on the, I mean, that's just genius. That's a genius idea. The CD is a cipher wheel. So that's the reason I pre-ordered this. I've never heard of that being done before, and that's a really cool idea.
Spin it inside and match up the letters and start decoding. You don't have to be an expert cryptographer or an expert musician or composer in order to start having fun cracking these codes. Listen to the music if you want to just enjoy the album as an album, but also if you have that spirit of adventure that I have, that closet Indiana Jones, wanting to go out and look for treasure and do something fun, something cool, something different, this is for you. Cipher releases officially September 26th. Can you crack it?
September 26th. Actually, that's a good point. Gonna have to hit Goodwill for a CD player. Yeah, that's, I didn't think about that, cool mom. The new computers don't even have a CD player on them anymore. So something tells me if you order it, you could probably get a digital download as well as the CD. The CD, obviously, you need because it's a cipher wheel. And it's jazz. So if jazz is your thing, I don't want to play it and get copyright strike. But if jazz is your thing, there's a couple previews here of the music. 9 clues. Decoding the clues leads to a secret location somewhere in the continental U.S. where an object has been hidden. The first person to find the object and present proof of their solve gets a $10,000 reward. And then, you know, not a dangerous location, blah, blah, blah. Cipher is both music and map. All right. That's pretty cool. I'm definitely going to make a channel for this one. If anybody else wants to order it, I'll have it. But yeah, you're right, Cool Ma. I don't have maybe the Xbox the kids have. I got to figure out how to play it. So really cool. Oh, look at this for educators, posters and a classroom kit. Wow, that's pretty cool. I've never seen a treasure hunt do that before. So educators page, that's pretty awesome. So you can get some of these things to get kids involved because, it's music. Who doesn't like music? So charlieportermusic.com, everybody. I was impressed with that cipher wheel being the CD, which is why I ordered it. Okay. 3D bronze is just being 3D bronze. We love 3D bronze. We hope to see you at the conference, 3D bronze. Okay, and then there's another one. And where'd the other one go? There is one more album coming out. And this one's a little bit different. I mean, it's the same idea, but let me find where it is real quick. This one I have not ordered, but maybe I will. I don't know. Let me see if I find the right one.
Have you ever
Check this out. This guy is called instead of Otami, I think it's pronounced Otami. I'm not really sure what kind of music. Well, you'll know what kind of music it is. Check it out. This is a short on YouTube. Otami.
there was a real-life Ready Player One style treasure hunt? Now there is, and it's all hidden inside my album, No Love Left by Otami. Each track holds a piece of the puzzle. Listen closely, and you'll uncover the clues that are buried in the music. Piece them all together, and you'll unlock a very real $25,000 cash reward.
Now, this one is for 25 grand, which is good, more than 10 grand. He also said a Ready Player One treasure hunt. That's good. Video game tie-in. And let's see what else he says.
So why am I doing this? I can't dance on TikTok, and I can't do lip syncing trends. And honestly, if I were to even try, it would just be embarrassing. So instead of forcing myself into something that I'm not, we created something completely original. I've never seen anybody hide a treasure hunt in their music.
The Silver Key did it back in 2021. Just so you know, Otami.
So I did it.
If that's your real name.
This is more than just an album. It's an adventure, a mystery, and a journey where the music is the map. So get ready, dive in. On September 5th, the hunt begins. The hunt lives at NoLoveLeft.com, so what are you waiting for? Maybe listen closely to this reel. There might be a clue that's already waiting for you. Thank you guys for listening, and good luck. Have you ever...
All right, so this came out 10 days ago. This came out September 5th. And you know what? I'm probably going to order it. We try and show support for these treasure hunts. But I want to show you something else. There was a news article which caught my attention because of something he said. Let me find it. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. And this is NoLoveLeft.com. I'll share the link here in a minute. So this article came out September 13th. Yeah, NoLoveLeft.com. Rapper Otami turns album release into a $25,000. Now, this one says global treasure hunt. This one is not based in the U.S. It says global. So might not be in the U.S. We don't know. Most artists drop an album. Rapper and innovator Otami has dropped an adventure. Blah, blah, blah. September 5th on all streaming platforms. So this one is streaming. You don't have to get a CD in the mail. Hidden inside its 17 tracks is a real-life $25,000 treasure hunt. But check it out. The reason I want to point it out is, look, the puzzle isn't easy. In fact, it's designed to challenge even the sharpest treasure hunter. Inspired by Otami's fascination with the legendary Forest Fen hunt, this digital version offers the same rush without geographic limits. So he was a Forest Fen hunter. Maybe I'll reach out to him, see if he wants to come on the show. Maybe I'll do the same thing with Charlie Parker. But he says that he was fascinated with the Forest Fen hunt is pretty cool. So No Love Left. Let's check out the website. This gives you all the details you need right here. NoLoveLeft.com. Find the keyword, decode the coordinates, and claim the $25,000 prize. So you're looking for a keyword and a pair of latitude and longitude coordinates. And you guys can go through. You have to register to play. And this, it seems to me that this actually, he said any global, but it looks to me like it is a armchair. You submit your answer. Okay. Doesn't look like you have to go boots on the ground. The lyrics derive one keyword and a latitude, longitude, and then you send that in to the answer. So even this is global, I think, because anybody can play in any state. So NoLoveLeft.com. Pretty cool stuff. Eminem vibe. Yeah, it is Eminem vibes. That's true. If only he was as good as Eminem. I've never heard of Otami before, so I have no idea what the music would be like. But you know what? I never heard of Charlie Porter before either, so giving him a shot. Okay. I think that brings us to, that brings us to a really interesting one. And this is the video game treasure hunt I was telling you guys about.
What's my...
Oh, sorry. Boom, boom. Has anybody heard of Chicken Hair and the Chicken Hair and the Treasure of Spiking Beard? This is an actual video game. It was a movie. Now it's going to be a brand new video game. Here, let me show you. I've never heard of the video game series, but they embedded a treasure hunt in their video game. And this is legit. This game is coming out for PC, Xbox, PlayStation, Steam. It'll be everywhere. So check it out. Boom. And I'll give you the website too. So it's I call it a runner, meaning like a...
You hidden a real treasure in a video game?
Yes, we did it. We are Enzo. From the past 2 years, we've been developing Chicken Air to create a real adventure that you can enjoy from home. A new Chicken Air movie is coming soon to theaters. Our game expands.
So it says a Chicken Hair movie is coming. This is the video game. I call it a runner style. It's like Sonic the Hedgehog or a Mario. You know what I mean? You're running, collecting things, etc. There's a chicken or a rabbit and a turtle that have powers. Check it out.
This universe with a new story, new character, new plots, and a new adventure. When we saw the first movie, we immediately knew that we had to...
What movie? Chicken Hair. I've never heard of it. We'll have to see what that movie's all about.
Combine a two passion, video game and treasure hunt into one experiences. In Chicken Air, each character has their own abilities. Chicken Air can glide through the air. Meg is a pro fighter with the special talents of skunk. And Ed is super strong at breaking things and sliding.
So a turtle.
You can run,
a rabbit,
solve puzzles, and discover
and a skunk and a turtle, skunk, and rabbit.
Chicken Air and the Treasure of Spiking Beard is coming soon, and with it, a real treasure hunt.
Ooh! Look at his face.
So decided
check it out. This is in the game. This artifact is in the game, but they made a real one out of gold and jewels. And this is what they have. This is the treasure hunt for the real one.
The real golden feather, adorned with gems, and an ingot of 1 kilo of pure gold, ready to be found and won by solving the treasure hunt. To help you find the location of the treasure and the password that protects it, clues are hidden in the video game and on the website. You'll have to discover everything to get your hands on the treasure. It's up to you to solve this treasure hunt alone or as a team. The total value of the treasure hunt's price, including the golden ingot, the feather, and its gems, it's worth $200,000.
So Justin's treasure hunt has a kilo of gold, and I think his is plural. I think his says kilos, and I think a kilo of gold is going for what, like $100,000 or something right now? Yeah, definitely overseas, Packer Jack for sure. But if you're into video games, I mean, so they embedded the clues in the video game and the website, but how in the video game? It's just, to me, it's an interesting idea. I don't know if a treasure hunt has ever been in a video game before. I mean, maybe way back in the 80s, there was that treasure, whatever that was. But in recent times, I don't think there has been. And that's why you tune in to Cowlazars for the breaking news. 2.2 pounds of gold. Holy cow. And it said, find the password to the treasure. So I'm assuming this is boots on the ground. But again, we'll go to the website here in a minute. I guess I cut this off. Let me play the rest. Oh, there we go. So available on October 14th, PS5, Xbox, Steam, Nintendo Switch, basically anything. And if you like video games, and let me look up the web site real quick, which I think was right there in the description, which I missed. So yeah, this is the last one before we get into Mr. Chad Bird's, also a video game themed website, right? Give me a second. Chicken Hair, where are you? There it is. Chickenhair.game. Chickenhair.game is the website. And they have this website blocked at my work, so that's great. How am I supposed to work on these things if they blocked them at work? This website does load a little slow, I noticed, but here's the website right here. Boom, boom, boom. And I will make channels in our Discord, the Cowlazars Grand Adventure Discord, if anybody wants to get into these. All right, now is this slow because everybody's on it, or because of the millions of people that are watching the show right now all went to the website at once? Yeah, here we go. Let's change that to English. But if it won't load, that's not good. I don't think somebody else tried. It's not just me, is it? Somebody else see if you can get to the website. Yeah, Treasure.quest in the 90s. That's the one that I was thinking of for sure. Treasure.quest in the 90s. I remember that one too. Chickenhair.game. I wonder if they are overloaded. Anyway, well, that's the website. That's the video game. October 15th. That's the trailer that we just watched. They have a trailer just for the game. And then they have the one that we watched, which is, yeah, it's not loading. It's not good, chicken hair people, but maybe they'll work it out. It's probably getting overloaded. I mean, you know, you put out $200,000 and a lot of people are interested in a treasure hunt. Okay, and that brings us to last, but definitely not least, and that is our friend Chad Bird, who was on the program last Monday. Check it out if you haven't seen that. He answered some questions. He dropped this website last night, which was his birthday. Happy birthday, Chad Bird. And this is Treasure.quest, and it's Trezor.quest, which is a Bitcoin wallet type thing, or a crypto wallet, I should say, probably not a Bitcoin wallet. Let me bring up his website. And if anybody played Zelda back in the 90s and 2000s, this is what his website is all about. And people are already finding Easter eggs on the website. He keeps saying there's more than meets the eye on the website, right? So I created a voice channel just for Treasure.quest, and we were in there this morning talking about it. There's two things that people have found that are like Easter eggs that you can manipulate on your keyboard that do something, okay? I guess I could talk about them. I mean, I don't think it was a secret. Right here is a link to his YouTube channel. And there you go. He's going to do a weekly video, okay? And for those of you, I'll just say it. For those of you who don't know, that's a legit eye patch. He is blind in one eye, so he's not playing around pretending to be a pirate, okay? I didn't know that when we had him on the show, and I asked him, and he told me. So that is good to know. He's going to give us a weekly update, it sounds like. So go to his YouTube. How am I not subscribed? Oh, I'm not. I am subscribed, but I'm in Chrome won't play, so you have to do it in Microsoft Edge. And you can go through here and you see everything about his treasure hunt. And it's this whole 80s video game retro feel, which I love it. It's really cool. Places he's lived in order. Now, the cool part is, yeah, everybody's like, so cool, love Zelda. Yeah, that other website finally loaded. Chad Bird's website doesn't have any issues. His loads right away. So I wonder if he did all this himself, if he hired like a web developer to do it. But movies I love, when you click on it, it takes you to the IMDb of the movie. So I wonder if there's a reason for that. Are we supposed to go to these movies for some reason as part of the puzzle? Because for these other things, he says he likes to fish, try new foods. Those don't lead you anywhere. You can click on those all day. Crypto, gold and silver, sports cards. And then if you go to Treasure.quest, enter at your own risk. This is the actual riddle right here. What we're looking for is a rock about the size of a football, basically. He gives you a little puzzle on where it is. I mean, it sure makes it sound as if it's in Texas, doesn't it? You can speak of Paris as if it was near where Pat Mays sometimes shines calm and clear. If you're in Paris, Texas, you know all about Pat Mays. But then he says, yet the closer you look, the further I may be. So he has said, and it keeps saying, press start to begin your quest. And it's like, how do I press start? What is going on? Is there a secret way to start something? Just like the old video games. I know people are actually hooking up their controller, a Nintendo controller, to see if with a controller, if you hit the start button, does something happen? So after the video, actually after I have dinner, which I haven't eaten yet, I'm going to jump in the voice channel. So in the Cowlazars Discord, there is a voice channel just for Treasure.quest. Join me if you've looked at the website, if you found a couple of things. I will share the 2 Easter eggs that people have found. They didn't tell me I couldn't share them. So yeah, I'll share those in the Discord. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So this one is really cool. Although this one's a little bit different because there's 5 keys, or I'm sorry, is it 4 treasures key? There it is. Is it 4 keys? There we go. Nope, that's not it. Treasure's key. And he says he's going to release them. See, this is going to go, the treasure hunt's going to go till 2040. It's like a 15-year treasure hunt. He's going to release the first key after 5 years. So he's definitely a long-term. Wow, Felicia Scott still has the game, Zelda. Thank you, honey. I appreciate it. Where do you, right here, you have a silver key? Well. We might have to compare and contrast a couple things. Usually treasure hunt creators say their hunts are easy or super solvable, and they turn out to be incredibly difficult. What happens when the creator says the hunt is nearly impossible? That's true, 3D Bronze. Maybe it is impossible. But you know what? You've had a couple I think people have thought were impossible too. But you got to give hints, and it sounds like he's not. He may give us some hints. He just isn't going to release that key, he says, until 5 years from today or from yesterday. So Treasure.quest, everybody, check it out. It is here's the thing. If you don't know, here's the thing. Matt Damon. In that YouTube video, that first YouTube video, he talks about a lot of religious things in the beginning with some current events, and that's fine. If you forward, even you can watch that, but if you're not interested in that, go to 7 minutes and 55 seconds. That's where he talks about the treasure hunt. And he says, just kind of like out of the blue, he says, yeah, I think mine's bigger than JCB's and Justin's combined. That's right. Bigger than JCB's and Justin's combined. And do you know why it's bigger than JCB's or Justin's combined? Because he put 15,000 crypto coins. That is the prize, 15,000 crypto coins. And how many of those are Bitcoin? I don't know if he's specified, but 15,000 of anything. I mean, crypto, it can go down, but it also can go up. So that is the prize. That is what you get when you find the rock. Okay. 15,000 crypto coins. Pretty crazy. It's in these 4 states, and he narrows it down even more within these, this parallel, the 55th, 35th parallel, 30th parallel. And then, of course, there it is. Keys for the SSS. There it is, 9/15/30, first key. And then it's really interesting the way he set it up. We're going to have to delve into this one for sure. Yeah, mind blown. Exactly, Goldfinder. Mind blown, correct. If he just has 10 Bitcoin, that's $1 million right there. Now, he may not have any Bitcoin. He's never specified. But when he makes a comment like he thinks it's bigger than JCB's and Justin Posey's combined, that's some cryptocurrency that has some value. Now, where will the value be 5 or 10 years from now when it's found? Never know. Could be 0. Could be double what it is right now. But the whole retro feel of the video game is pretty awesome. So thank you, Chad Bird. $1 million, another roller coaster in the Treasure Hunt Amusement Park. We used to have just one. The Forest Fen Treasure Hunt was the only roller coaster. And now we have like 4. Are we up to 4 or 5? Pretty cool. Okay. K-Pro wanted me to mention, what was the name of it? K-Pro? So there's some people here in Vegas that they take these stickers. They'll slap it on something, and then they'll make an Instagram video, and they'll show it where they are. Like, first one to get it gets it. And they've been doing bigger and bigger prizes. I think it's, what's it called, K-Pro? Are you watching? I don't know if she's watching. Cash Drop. So on Instagram, it's called Cash Drop. There it is. Cash Drop Vegas. And then there's one called Cash Man. There's more and more people doing these in different cities. I told K-Pro, me and her should start doing this. Cash Drop Vegas. Well, what happened was they did one for $1,700, and they put it in like a little lockbox. They put it in a thing that realtors put on doors where you have to put in the code, or I think you have to put in some kind of a combo code to open it. And I guess 2 people showed up to this thing at the same time, and they got into a big fight. And that was a big issue. K-Pro, if you want to give more details in the chat, I'll show it. But I guess the police had to get involved, and the police were like, "Yeah, why don't we slow down on the cash drops in Vegas?" I have not seen it in the news or anything, but I haven't looked for it. K-Pro's the one that told me about it. But that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, what do you do when true treasure hunters show up to a location at the same time? There can be some problems, so something to think about. And then how can I forget one of the best treasure hunts out there? Hang on, everybody. Before we close, we're going to end a little bit early today because I got to eat some dinner. But one of the newest rides in the amusement park, just a couple months old, is the very first treasure hunt coin. Thank you to everybody who bought treasure hunt coin number 1. I made a video over the weekend where I showed you the coin and went over the solution. So if you go to unchartedcollectibles.com, bam, bam. There it is, unchartedcollectibles.com. You go down here to treasure puzzle coins. This is number 1, which is sold out and is over, but this is number 2. And number 2, you can order right now for $29.99. The first person to correctly solve the puzzle is going to get a $600 prize. And you get the coin in the mail, but the puzzle will be shipped on October 12th. So you have some time, okay? If you want to order it, as long as you are bought in by Sunday, October 12th. And the cool thing here is if you go here where you order it, right here's the official rules. And this will explain how it's not 1 puzzle, but it's 2 this time. We want to give everybody a chance to solve it. So there are 2 puzzles involved, which is why you get a PDF. But anyway, unchartedcollectibles.com, $600 is $600. That's some good boots on the ground money for one of these treasure hunts. And hey, Max on the rocks, everybody. How can I forget this one? The escape room. I ordered it. First I thought they said no shipping, but they're going to ship me one. Can I show it? Like when we get it in the mail, can I show it? Or is it only for the people who bought in? It's kind of a secret. Let me know. Email me. Let me know. Thank you, Max on the rocks. Did that start yet? It did start, right? You weren't going to put the treasure hunts out. Sorry, I spaced on yours and I shouldn't have. I know it's kind of over on the other side of the country, but Tracy Moore ordered, I think, a coin. Thank you very much. Obsessed Jared, 3 treasure hunts that were solved in the last 3 or 4 days. Yeah, Amnesia treasure hunt was solved. That solution is going to be coming out, and they have another one planned. Quill and Compass. Veil Hunt 4, Project Lyra. I am not familiar with that one. And the Golden Mantis treasure hunt. All 3. Jared, were you involved in any of the solutions on any of the teams on those? Are the number of available coins limited? Yes, there are only a limited number of coins, and we are not making more. So once the coins for these puzzle coins, once they're sold out, yes, there are no more going to be made. We will go on to the next puzzle and so on and so on. Chasing Indy wants a treasure map, don't we all? It should. Yeah, okay, so the hunt starts this Friday. Do me a favor, email me. I should have it already, and I apologize that I don't. Email me the treasure hunt right now, and I'll show it. Email me the website, I should say. I know we went over this when I went over treasure hunts. Maybe it was a week or 2 ago, but I want to go over it again now, Kelly. So email me, Cowlazars@gmail.com. Email me a link to the website, and I'll show it. I don't know why I spaced on that one. I thought it had started already, but apparently it is not. It starts this Friday, so everybody has a chance to buy in. Sure you can. All right. Oh, there it is, Hooli. Thank you. Let me go here. Let me go here. Let me do this. Boom. Boom. Sorry, I was behind in the chat. Starts September 19th. Oh, no, that's a different one you showed, Hooli. That is the pistol one, which we already went over this one too. So maps are only $15. But that's the Southern Trapper that you showed. Oh, I'm sorry. You showed both. My bad. All right, hang on. See what happens when K-Pro's not here? It gets all discombobulated. All right, hang on. There it is. We've got both treasure hunts we can show. Okay. Boom. And I'll put these in the chat as well. The links, that is. Boom. Looking forward to this getting this map in the mail. Black 8 escape rooms, everybody. The Black Hills treasure hunt number 3 begins September 19th. Pre-order today, only $15, and I believe it's roughly $500 worth of treasure somewhere in the Black Hills. So there you go. And it is shipped to you. By now, it is shipped to you. Add some adventure to your life with the final Black Hills treasure hunt of 2025. That's cool. If we were close, we would get in. I mean, I ordered it. I want to show support. But if we were closer, we would actually work on it. And then the other one that you guys know about is the Southern Trapper, which are those 2 pistols. But that one's a little difficult because that one, all there is the this video, and that's it. It's free. You just have to watch the video and try and figure out where they're at. But they're saying they buried these 2 pistols worth $20,000, and that's it. I know. I believe Emma went looking for this one, so I don't know where the status is on this one. Everybody thinks they're close or not, but it's kind of interesting. Oh, and then they're selling some things. So okay, get it. So that's it. I'm really excited for these treasure hunts. I'll try and have some of the creators on the show. Chad Bird will be back on the show. I've already talked to him. We'll set that up for a future date. And yeah. Just you, Sassy. I don't know if there's any treasures in Indiana. Well, there's Bart K's got his silver coins on Instagram. Not part of TTOKA, but he did some silver coins, and I think there's a couple that haven't been found, Sassy. If you look up Bart K on Instagram, you'll see what I'm talking about. He hid 15 silver, 1 ounce silver coins. It's just a 1 ounce silver coin, but still, you know about Bart and silver. So that's out there. Yeah, so many good hunts. Yeah, choose carefully. You can kind of get lost. If you try and work on all of them, you can kind of get lost. That's for sure. So I'm not saying pick one and just work on it, but sometimes it's good to take a break from a hunt too and switch over to something else. Yeah, I did something going on with their laptop, I think. We're going to figure that out. Sneaky for sure. And this was a good test. I wanted to see if it would happen with me too. Okay, there's the Cowlazars Discord. Give me about 20 minutes and I will be in the Treasure.quest voice channel. Hopefully K-Pro will join as well, but I can't promise that. And let's talk about Chad Bird's website and some of the Easter eggs that have been found. And 3D Bronze's chest. You guys, why has nobody bought this yet? I'm not understanding. How do you not want a full-size replica of Forrest Fenn's treasure chest? 3D Bronze. Now, this one ended. Doesn't he have another one? Yeah, there we go. I know it's a lot of money, but if you were to do a treasure chest, how cool would it be to actually put it in a replica of Forrest Fenn's chest and to hide it out there in the wilderness somewhere? $3,900. But you know what? I'm going to say if you reach out to 3D Bronze, maybe you can work out a deal. I don't know. You got to talk to the man yourself. But pretty much a full-size replica of Forrest Fenn's chest is pretty awesome. And if there's one thing I know, it's that 3D Bronze does an awesome job at these treasure chests that he makes. So share, copy, and there it is. Anybody's interested, bid on it or reach out to 3D Bronze. You can even do payments through eBay. $187 a month, everybody. Okay, what else? What did I miss? I know there's other treasure hunts, but we only have so much time. We can't go through all of them. I just wanted to do some of the new ones for everybody. Yeah, everybody's broke from going boots on the ground. Well, that's why Uncharted Collectibles is fully armchair. You order the coin, you get the PDF, and it's going to be 2 puzzles this time. And somebody's going to get $600. So congratulations to David from Atlanta. He won treasure hunt coin number 1, and he got a check for $500. It's just that easy. All right. Hey, Cool Ma says if you do buy 3D Bronze's chest and it's part of your treasure hunt, it's a tax write-off. So there you go. That's a good point, Cool Ma. It actually is. If you are doing things legally and using your treasure hunt as a tax write-off, anything you buy, yeah, it is for sure. If you're claiming the income, I guess I should say, which we're supposed to, of course. I definitely am with the coin business. I can tell you that. All right. Whoever asked about the Indiana treasure hunts, check out Find It Fort Wayne, Sassy. That was Sassy, Jared. Find It Fort Wayne. There have been 2, both ended, but I'm sure they will do another. And Jared, wasn't that your website you sent me with the list of all the treasure hunts? I think I have it bookmarked. Oh, where is it? Treasure Hunt Cache. Was that yours? I'm sorry. I know you had one, and I know somebody else had one. But this is a good resource, Treasure Hunt Cache. I hope these new ones that I went over today are added to the list on this website. Whoever owns it. I thought it was you, Jared, but sorry if it wasn't. So I know there's this one, and then somebody did one where there's GPS. The solutions have the GPS as well. So I'm all for it. I mean, the more websites, the better. 3D Bronzes, go to where, Nevada. Solved. Okay, there it is, everybody. That is the Treasure Hunt Amusement Park as of today. 9/15/25. Make sure you subscribe. We always go live with breaking news. Make sure you thumbs up this video. And yeah, there's so many treasure hunts. It's a really great thing. And I think there's even going to be more by the end of the show. Hey, thanks, Emma and Jam. Appreciate that. Yeah, that's mine. Yeah, so not the cat. All right, sorry, Jared. Do me a favor. Send me the link. I remember now. You had the GPS one, but you were like, it's not really ready, but I did show it on a show. So if you want me to show it on all the shows, just email it to me again. I'll bookmark it and I'll show it, okay? Too many treasure hunts, guys. It's hard to keep track of them all. And then the last thing I will say, as you guys all know, is Seeking Treasure Con 2026 is coming very soon. And we have a video. If you haven't seen it, there's a new video out on the website. Here's the website, which is a preview of what to expect when you come in January. So there's the website. We hope to see everybody out there. All right, everybody, that's it. I'm going to go have dinner. I'm going to go, I'll be in the speakeasy for Treasure.quest, and I'm also going to put the links to each of those in the description of this video. Make sure you subscribe, thumbs up, comment, and we will see you next time, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the super chat. Appreciate it.